All right, let's look at the Path of Exile Affliction content reveal here. They posted this on YouTube now, so we can kind of go back and take a peek at this. We've already viewed the Path of Exile 2 stuff. I want to take a deeper look at what this expansion is going to have. So let's start here at the Path of Exile Affliction trailer.
Thorn. Rot.
I love that they got like these cockroaches that spread around.
Claw. The affliction spreads.
Why does the graphics actually look better than last season? Is that because it's a cinematic?
Nightly in the wildwood.
I don't think I ever ran into that boss.
And bites.
I kind of like the theme they're doing, like the darker looking
And the
theme.
heart of evil that waits in the dark.
Did they actually improve the graphics? It feels like they improved the graphics to me. $100 transfigured gems. This is the ultimatum. We've never even seen the ultimatum. This is completely new to me. Everyone keeps telling me the ultimatum is actually super hype too, but I haven't seen it or played it yet. December, it's so soon. December 8th is so soon. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for a build and stuff.
In the Affliction League, you will encounter sacred wisps, which beckon you to enter overgrown passageways that lead to the Viridian Wildwood.
Okay, so like pour those.
You'll need to uncover the forest mysteries to put a stop to the source of the affliction. As you approach the darkness, the wisps burn away its affliction. Make sure you tread carefully, because they only have a limited amount of power.
This reminds me of Delve a little bit, actually, doesn't
As
it?
you explore, you might see other types of wisps trapped inside the darkness. Follow the trails of wisps by collecting them, and you may uncover many different secrets. New characters to find,
This
shrines,
reminds me of
boss
Delve.
battles, and all kinds of new encounters are lurking in the forest just waiting for you to discover them. There are many rewards to earn for those brave enough to seek them.
I love whatever build this guy's doing. I need to figure out this game more, because I have no idea what he's using, but it looks cool.
They will return you back to where you came from. Any other types of wisps you have collected will return with you to Rayclast.
Okay. So you just play the game and you get them randomly.
Saved from the affliction, disperse into the environment and inhabit randomly chosen monsters in the area, increasing their power and also their rewards. The different types of wisps have different effects on monsters, and sometimes more than one type will inhabit a single monster, making the fight even harder and even more rewarding. You might find some of the last few Asmeri wanderers who have managed to survive in the forest since it was cursed.
These are the 3 ascendancies, right?
Choose which of the Asmeri that you will complete quests for to unlock one of 3 new ascendancy classes, which you can have in addition to your regular ascendancy class. Up to 8 points for these classes are unlocked.
Okay, look, I'm sorry to say it, but already Warlock looks way more badass than the other ones. Okay, I'm just gonna say it.
As you complete more quests for the Asmeri
Just by the
you
name
are training
alone.
under. The Warden of Eves can teach you to become a Warden of the Magi, a powerful class that takes advantage of wilderness knowledge.
Wait, Shield Crush is
A Warden
back,
of the
baby?
Magi
It's a
can learn
Juggernaut
to use
build?
tinctures which coat their weapon, granting various powerful effects. You can equip tinctures in your flask slots and toggle them on and off at will.
Wait, hold on. What are the...
You can only have one enabled at a time, but the effects are quite conditional, so you may want to have more than one equipped and swap between them during combat. For
Okay,
example,
so they're like better
equip
flasks.
the Ironwood tincture to gain the benefit of always stunning enemies on full life. Tinctures can also get random mods. This one in particular adds stacks of wither to targets on full life and steals frenzy charges on hit, which makes it great as an initiator.
What I'm struggling to understand here, because my brain is still like, I haven't even learned the base game yet. I'm desperately trying to get caught up. The tinctures, do you apply them to flasks already, or they replace a flask and it's like just a bonus you use, but use one of your flask spot? That's what I'm trying to understand. Is a modifier for flasks?
You will want to swap to the Oak Branch tincture, which grants Culling Strike, increased damage against enemies on low life, and has a chance to steal a mod from rare enemies you kill. You can buy more tinctures from the Warden of Eves using Primal Wisps when you find her in the forest, so keep an eye out for her.
Okay.
As a Warden of the Magi gains more ascendancy points, they gain access to more skills that let them further specialize in tinctures. For example, Nature's Concoction allows you to invest in having your tinctures enhance your flasks. This ascendancy skill makes it important to think about which slots your tinctures are placed in, and what flasks they are adjacent to. You'll have better uptime on those flasks and they'll be stronger as a result. But there are plenty more skills to choose even if you don't want to engage with tinctures. For example, another new ability to unlock is Bark Skin.
Okay, Bark Skin.
It's a reservation skill that causes bark to grow all over your body, increasing armor. As you take damage, the bark falls off, increasing your evasion.
Okay.
Over time, the bark will grow back, removing the evasion.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Brain power's activating. Shield Crush, Replica Dream Feather was my OG build. Now we have more armor, more defensives. Wait, and then they buff Shield Crush right from the patch notes, 10% more. Is Shield Crush back, baby? Are you telling me Shield Crush is back?
Bonus, but increasing your armor again.
The Warlock sounds cooler, though. Okay, let's see what Warlock has.
One powerful ability you can choose is Blood Hunt, which grants an active skill called Ravenous. This skill lets you see what type a monster is under its life bar, whether it is a demon, beast, undead, construct, or humanoid.
How does that help us?
Consuming a corpse with this skill gives a buff to damage against that type of monster, and reduces damage taken by it. You can only have one type active at a time, so it's a good idea to choose wisely for the area that you are in.
Okay, so this is good for, like, mapping, right? You, like, say I only want Goatmen or whatever, and then you're just fighting those kinds, so you specifically juice a map for that type. Am I anywhere on the right point here?
Some bosses, like the Maven, are eldritch in nature and don't conform to the
eldritch.
regular corpses that you have access to. But
Okay.
don't worry. The Breaker of Oaths has a shop where you can trade wild wisps for corpses that you can place on the ground wherever you are.
Oh, nice. Dude, you know what I love about this game is they think of everything. So it's like, okay, well, if I need an Eldritch, do I have to go kill a boss before I can kill a boss? No, you don't have to do it. Nah, you're good. We just have a system. We already thought of this in advance. Log in.
Buy an Eldritch Corpse and you will be able to get the bonus while fighting Eldritch entities like the Maven.
That's cool.
You may notice that most of the corpses he sells are not monsters you normally encounter.
Okay, so yeah, there's the wisps. So that's what you guys were talking about. You get the wisps from you just play the game and you get them from the forest. Okay, that was the part I was confused on in the beginning.
You might want to try turning some of these corpses into specters, to take advantage of some of the unique abilities that these monsters have. The Warlock of the Mists gets access to many other abilities. For example, there is a trio of curses that you can pick from.
Affliction skill.
One of these curses targets your minions, giving them life degen and making them explode for massive damage when they are near death.
There was another skill
One
that
of
makes
them
things
prevents
blow up.
enemies from dealing damage for the latter portion of its duration.
I remember
which is
this
quite
part. He
powerful
tanks the
against
laser.
bosses. This curse creates the interesting build decision of whether or not you should increase curse duration or reduce it. The final curse is a mark that causes enemy phantasms to be spawned when you hit the marked enemy. These phantasms aren't on your side, so they work well with on-hit and on-kill trigger effects, for example. The Primal Huntress can teach you to become a Wildwood Primalist.
Okay.
Unlike the other new ascendancies.
Okay, so far Wardens seem like the tanky boy, right? So even though it sounds like armor might be good with the armor, the only thing I know is armor stacking. So it sounds like the Warden might be good for the armor stacking that I'm used to. If you just only focus on the bajillion defenses, surely my Z DPS will be even more 0 DPS. So maybe that's not the right call if I was going to do that.
The Primal Huntress lets you customize your tree. You do this with charms that you can buy from the Primal Huntress for Vivid Wisps.
Okay.
Charms have randomly generated mods, which give stats from regular Ascendancy classes.
RNGesus, they're randomly generated stats. Wait, do you say from other Ascendancy? Wait, hold on. I'm trying. My brain's trying.
You do this with charms that you can buy from the Primal Huntress for Vivid Wisps. Charms have randomly generated mods, which give stats from regular Ascendancy classes.
Regular Ascendancy classes, but he didn't say your regular... Wait, from any Ascendancy class? Wait. Look, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, but couldn't that be nuts? I mean, couldn't that potentially be like game break? I mean, imagine if you could have okay, anyway, I'm just going to go. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about my
allowing you to create your own hybrid Ascendancy class. Charms are magic items that are aligned with different attributes. So, for example, this Ursine charm is strength aligned and has gotten the melee hit.
Wait, what is this? A chance to fortify. Movement speed cannot be modified. Bullets
have a chance to fortify stat from the champion.
Okay, that's my Juggernaut one. Hey, you can't steal my That's mine. You can't steal my Juggernaut bonus.
Base from the Juggernaut. This Interline Corvine charm lets you get the stat that makes your consecrated ground effects linger from the Inquisitor, and the effect that makes cursed enemies explode from the Occultist.
Okay.
Some of the combination of mods that you might...
Wait. These charms can do multiple Ascendancy, so it has two of them? From like one from a Juggernaut, one from... Wait, is it like this is a Juggernaut charm as two from the Juggernaut? Or is it like this charm is both a juggernaut and like an elementalist or something, because that is layers of RNG. My mind. Okay, and you get these things only from here, or can they drop?
I find for sale on charms can be extremely powerful, so keep a lookout for the Primal Huntress's shop even if you are not playing as a Primalist. As a Primalist, you also get access to a few other interesting abilities. Use war cries next to corpses and they have a chance to drop an extra item.
Wait, what was that? Dude, these reviews, like, I have to back up every 5 seconds. Wait, what the hell did he just do?
Extremely powerful. Use war cries next to corpses and they have a chance to drop an extra item.
You just get another drop? Surely that doesn't work on the bosses, right?
It opens nearby chests too.
Chest?
The Primalist also gets access to a small extra backpack, just in case you find yourself needing to cart more items to town during your map runs.
Wait, what? You get more storage? Dude, Primalist seems disgusting. Meanwhile, the Warden gets like, hey, you get a slightly upgraded potion. This one's like, hey, by the way, you get everything in the game.
If you are unhappy with the class you picked, or you just happen to find a really great item for another one of the classes, you are able to change which class you are using next time you find one of the Azmiri Wanderers.
Oh, you can change it. Oh, that's cool. So you don't have to remake a whole character if you want to try out what's best for your thing? Okay.
Just remember that you will have to do their quests in order to gain the ascendancy points for that class.
Okay, but that's cool.
These quests will lead you towards the ultimate goal of the Azmiri. Finding the King in the Mists, defeating him, and cleansing the forest of its affliction once and for all. There are new uniques to find, rewards to claim, and new ascendancy classes to master in the Affliction League.
Okay.
Now that we've covered what's in the League, let's talk about some of the changes you can expect to the core game in 3.23. For a start, Ultimatum is finally going core. When talking to players at ExileCon, it was the #1 feature that people requested. When playing through in-game maps, you may sometimes encounter the Trial Master, who offers you a choice to undertake a deadly Val trial in exchange for great rewards. If you defeat the trial, he offers to go double or nothing with you. Do you take the risk and go for an even better reward? Or do you take the winnings you have already earned off the table and go home? We've done a full rebalance of Ultimatum and have added many new mods and rewards.
So he's a Gamba. You're like, I think I can beat him.
Including both new and reworked uniques.
Wait, hold on, what is this? New uniques, armor, evasion, lightning resistance. When you hit, gain a random movement speed modifier from 40% reduced to 100. So sometimes you're just saying it, like going like crazy, and then you're a turtle. That's hilarious.
The base number of rounds for an Ultimatum trial is now always 10, with a chance to spawn the Trial Master boss fight on the 10th round.
It's called Gambo Sprint.
If you are able to make it that far. As part of 3.23, we have also removed Metamorph from the game. All the Catalyst rewards from Metamorph have now been moved to be rewards for Ultimatum. We have also added a new Val-themed Catalyst that works on corrupted items. As is normal for most content that gets added to endgame, we have introduced new Ultimatum passive skills to the Atlas tree.
I like how he's just like, as is normal, we've added even more Atlas shit. In case this wasn't confusing enough for Darth Microtransaction, we've added more stuff.
One great example is the Keystone Grueling Gauntlet. It makes Ultimatums last 3 extra rounds, but you cannot choose...
Isn't that good because every round it lasts, you get the like double or nothing, double or nothing, double or nothing?
The modifiers, and it prevents the final Trial Master boss fight from spawning. The level of challenge becomes extreme during the last 3 rounds, and not being able to choose the modifiers makes it even harder. But the rewards are insane, and for those with very high-end characters, it might be a bet worth making. There are lots of other Atlas passive skills you can pick from for Ultimatum, so choose wisely. Now, it's time to talk about one of the largest metagame changes we've ever made. There were 3 systems in Path of Exile that were all trying to subtly modify the behavior of skills.
Okay.
These were alternate quality gems, Labyrinth Helmet enchants, and unique threshold jewels.
I'm not gonna lie, the Labyrinth enchant was the biggest dopamine drop we had last time. My first Labyrinth ever, when we got the first helmet enchant ever, whatever, was literally Shield Crush bonus. Like, we got it and it was like bonus to fucking Shield Crush, and everyone was losing their mind. Like, how the hell did you hit the 1 in 300? It was actually Pog.
We've combined all of these together to create a new system called Transfigured Gems that allows us to fully achieve the goal of these 3 systems and then some. Transfigured Gems are alternative versions of existing skill gems that have different functionality and balance from their regular versions. We have added a huge number of these with interesting variations that drastically change how existing skills play. For example, Frostbomb of Instability. It changes it from a cooldown skill that you can cast occasionally for a large explosion, into a skill that you can cast continuously, but deals less damage and doesn't apply cold exposure.
Wait, I don't understand. Is instability a modifier of the original gem now? I'm trying to figure out how this
Changes
works.
the role of Frostbomb from a utility skill into a main damaging skill. Another example is Detonate Dead of Scavenging. You can't use it on corpses that were created by Desecrate or Unearth, but in exchange it does a whole lot more damage.
So the of scavenging, wait, hold on. Is it like Frostbolt or Frostbomb, the one you just showed, could be Frostbomb of scavenging, and Detonate Dead could be Detonate Dead of instability? Like, is there modifiers for the gems now? Or am I completely misunderstanding? Because the way I'm reading this is like they're giving examples, it's like the of that is. And I'm getting conflicting answers in the chat. People are saying no, I don't think so. So I'm misunderstanding it. It's a new gem entirely. Okay, I guess this part I need to listen to more. I'm trying to understand.
You won't be able to use it as your main reliable source of damage, but it's a great skill to use as a falling utility to get some extreme burst damage. Raise Zombie of Falling. Instead of raising a zombie from a corpse, you summon them from midair. They fall to their death, dealing...
Okay, so that has to be specific to each gem, because there's no way they would have a Frost Bomb of Falling, right? So this has got to be, they handcrafted modifications for each one of these gems, which seems like a fuckload of work if that's what they did.
AoE damage where they land.
Okay.
While this sounds like a physical damage version of Firestorm, you should consider that it scales with minion damage and also triggers on-death minion effects.
Okay.
Blight of Contagion. This version of Blight is now spread by Contagion, so you can use it as part of your Essence Drain build. We have a huge number of these. Transfigure Firestorm into Firestorm with Meteors, Transfigure Blade Trap into Blade Trap of Greatswords,
That seems cool.
Transfigure Barrage into Barrage of Volley Fire, and so on. There is a lot to experiment with, and we look forward to seeing what builds you can come up with. But how do you get Transfigure gems? The Divine Font at the end of the Eternal Labyrinth has been changed to a gem crafting device that can modify your skill and support gems in a lot of new ways.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe this is an L take. I might have an L take on this one. All right. But I actually really liked the Gamba, like, end of this, and you get an enchantment on your gloves, helmets, whatever. I actually liked that, to be honest. But, you know, the RNG sucked me in. Anything that's more crafting, I mean, the crafting's cool. But, like, I liked the Gamba. I already liked this, so maybe people hated it. But this is an even better Gamba. All right, let me keep listening. Let me back it up and keep listening. I could be wrong about this. Here, we'll listen to this again.
Seeing what builds you can come up with. But how do you get Transfigured gems? The Divine Font at the end of the Eternal Labyrinth has been changed to a gem crafting device that can modify your skill and support gems in a lot of new ways. One of the...
Oh, it is Gamba. Transferred to a random transfigured gem of the same color. Of the same color. So then do you need... That makes me think what we need is to have a bunch of, like, gems to sack. Like, I just have some garbage gem that I'm not going to use in there, and I just throw that in and just hope it becomes something that's not dog shit. That's what my initial reaction is. Again, I could be wrong.
Options you can now choose is to turn a skill gem into one of 3 transfigured gems. But that isn't all the Divine Font can do. It has a lot of other gem crafting options you can use. For example, you can add quality to gems, add experience to gems, sacrifice a gem for 1 or more treasure keys to open Azaros chests, and you can even exchange support gems for exceptional support gems like Empower or Enlighten. These are just some of the options you'll find the Divine Font.
Okay, I both like this and don't like this. Because this makes me think I have to carry a fuckload of just stuff with me to transfer. Well, I guess only when I do a lab, though, right? I mean, no, that's stupid. I don't need to worry about it. I just got to grab it when I'm doing it. It's okay. It's not a big deal. You just keep them, and then when you got to do a lab, you bring it with you. All right.
Is now capable of.
Oh, yeah, and they're stashed.
In order to replace
no,
the
you're right.
rewards
You're
in
right.
Heist
You're
that
right.
previously
Not a
gave
big deal.
alternate quality gems, we have done a rebalance of the rewards of Heist as well. Experimented base types have been rebalanced. New replica uniques have been added and old ones changed, and we have increased the amount of currency from display cases as well. On top,
I still don't quite understand the replica uniques. I know replica Dream Feather is the one that makes my build somewhat ramp. I mean, I know ZDPS to ZDPS +1, but at least it does something. Whereas I don't really understand what replica actually means. I'm trying to figure that
we have
out.
gone through and buffed the quality stats on most damage dealing skills. In most cases, they will be significantly more powerful than before, and also more interesting. Overall, this is one of the largest metagame shifts that we've ever done. There are so many crazy new skill combinations to plan around, so we expect to see some really interesting new builds. Next up, I'd like to hand back over to Chris to talk about the new supporter packs.
At this point, we'd usually talk about the League supporter packs. We're doing things a bit differently this year. Rather than releasing League supporter packs today and then our annual core packs 2 weeks later, we have combined it all together into a strong set of core supporter packs that will be released alongside Path of Exile Affliction
Oh my god,
next week.
supporter packs, let's go.
The series contains 5 packs, each with its full value in points and a collection of exclusive cosmetic microtransactions. The higher packs contain physical merchandise. We'll unveil the full details of each of the packs at release next week, but in the meantime, here's a sneak peek of some of their exclusive cosmetic microtransactions.
Okay.
These packs will be available for purchase when Path of Exile Affliction launches on the 8th of December. Thank you so much for your ongoing support.
That was cool. That's gotta be
We're
a
just
kill
about to
mechanic.
start the Q&A with Ziggy D. Afterwards, we'll post Path of Exile Affliction's full patch notes. With the release at the end of next week, our community team will be posting crucial information you'll need for Affliction's release. Keep an
Do
eye
they
on the
have
news. On
do
release,
they have the supporter packs announced yet? By the way, this whole thing is pog. This expansion, holy moly, this expansion actually looks dope. There's a lot to learn. The problem is they keep coming out with so much stuff. I got to learn the base game. I'm trying to play catch up, and there's a million new things to learn. But, all right, we're going to have to log in.